7.1, adding and subtracting polynomials. We are going to be combining like terms. That's what this means, combining. Easy to write. We're going to be combining like terms. We call it CLT. For the quick option, we're going to turn to the second page, 354, and we are going to go over a couple of examples. This should be fairly simple to most of you. I'm not going to work with this problem. You are welcome to write this horizontal, I guess this is vertically, but I haven't seen students do that really. You are welcome to. I do want you to get rid of this step because your book thinks that you're going to do something that you'll never do. I can promise you that. I've never seen a student do it. So here's what's important. When we are adding, notice there's a plus sign in between the parentheses, so we are adding whatever's over here, we're going to add to what's over here. So I'm going to start with my highest exponent because you have to. You put these in descending order. If for any reason you write an answer and it's not in the correct order, it is not correct because you're in Algebra 2, and combining like terms is a basic Algebra 1 8th grade topic. Okay, combine like terms. We've done it. So you can use, I'll show you two different methods. I don't care if you use highlighters. I don't care if you use shapes. I don't care if you don't use anything and you write an answer. That is up to you. But these questions are all or nothing, meaning you get the whole answer right or you miss something and the whole answer is wrong. You've got to be careful with these. So I look through the list and I say, hey, what's the highest exponent? Oh, it's 4. And you must include the sign, so positive 6x to the 4th. Okay, and that belongs with negative 7x to the 4th. Please make sure that you do this correctly. There's nothing wrong, again, with putting this in a calculator. This is 6 plus, then I type negative 7. That is a negative 1x to the 4th. So when I write my answer, I write negative x to the 4th. I don't write a 1. You can. That is your choice. Okay, after the exponent of 4, I would be looking for the exponent of 3 because I go in descending order. Now I do see an x cubed, or a 3 exponent. It is negative 18x cubed, and I'm going to combine that with positive 2x cubed. Okay, again, use a calculator. Negative 18 plus, why do I hit a plus sign? Because there's a plus sign in between. 2 is negative 16x cubed. So, negative 16x cubed. Okay, after the exponent of 3, I'm looking for an exponent of 2, and I don't see one. Okay, so after exponent of 2, I'm looking for 1, exponent of 1. So 10x has an exponent of 1, and x, positive x. Please pay attention to that. That is a 1 in front of the x. So 10 plus 1 would be 11x. Some people still write 10x. That's incorrect. That is 10x plus 1x, 11x. All right, then I look for what's left, which would be constants. I've got negative 2 plus 5. You can use a calculator for that. Negative 2 plus, oh, you can if you can see it, negative 2 plus, we got 5, which is positive 3. You must write a sign. It is positive 3. That is my solution. All right? Down here at the bottom of the page, we're going to work these quickly just because they are simple and quick. I have addition, so I'm looking for my highest exponent, which looks like it would be a 7. Negative 9x to the 7th. There are no others, so I just write it down as it is. Okay? Now, I'm going to go with my next highest exponent, which would be 6. I don't have any 6s. I don't have any 5. I do have a 4, 17x to the 4th. Let's see if I have any others. I do not. So then I'm going to write down positive 17x to the 4th. Okay. Then I look for 3's. Exponent of 3. Hey, I got one. 11x cubed. There are no others, so I'm going to write down plus 11x cubed. Alright, then I'm looking for squares. I got a positive 8x squared. And I've got a negative 8x squared. Now, you guys know instinctively 8 minus 8 is 0. But some students will write this. I'll white it out. They write this. But you just told me 8 minus 8 is 1. That is 1x squared. We don't do that. Okay, we do not do that. That's wrong. 8 minus 8 is nothing. So if you need to, you cancel them out. We don't write anything. Okay? Then I look for, oh, you know what? I messed up. Sorry. I need to back up. Hopefully you caught it, and I didn't. I had 11x cubed, and I missed my negative 2x cubed with it. So let me fix that. Oops. This is why you check. So I don't have 11x cubed. I have negative 2 plus 11. Again, you always hit plus, which is 9. 9x cubed. Hopefully you guys caught that and were like, oops, she's making a mistake. Okay, but that's how you catch it if you're getting down to the end, because that belonged with another term I had. So positive 4 is a constant, and it goes with 12. So 12 plus 4, oh, sorry, I can write right here, is 16. Okay? So that is my answer on that problem. Be sure that you collect your like terms like I made a mistake. Fix it at the end. Okay? It's always possible to fix it before you're finished. Next problem, I'm going to highest exponent. Looks like it's 11. 3x to the 11th. So it had no friends. Okay. The next highest exponent would be 6, because it's missing a whole bunch. There are not any others, so we're going with x to the 6th. Okay. Next highest exponent would be 4. Again, has no friends, so we're going to write plus 4x to the 4th. Okay, sorry, that 4 looks wrong. Okay, then I've got negative 8x plus negative 1x. Please do that correctly. Negative 8 plus negative 1, negative 9x. Okay, and then look at that. At the end, I've only got this left. It doesn't have any like terms, so I write it down. So I know I've collected all of my like terms. Adding polynomials. Next page, we're going to be subtracting polynomials. So I'm just going to do the 2 at the bottom of the page. Here's what you need to know. When you are subtracting, that is a negative 1. It must be distributed to everybody. So negative 1 times negative 9 would be positive 9x to the 4th. Negative 1 times positive 6x squared is negative 6x squared. Negative 1 times negative 31 is positive 31. So I've taken everybody and I've changed their sign, because that's what a negative 1 does, and then I make this addition. And then I'm back to the problem on the page before. I look for my highest exponent, which would be 7, and I say, do I have any other? Don't look back there. I'm no longer using that. I'm looking down here. I have no other 7s, so I'm going with 23x to the 7th. Okay. Then I'm looking for the next highest exponent, which looks like it's a 4, negative 9x to the 4th, positive 9x to the 4th. Hopefully we understand that's 0, so you cancel those two out. Okay. I've got x squared right here, and I don't see any others, so I write it down, negative 6x squared. And last but not least, what's left is 1 plus 31, which is 32. So that is my answer there. The next problem, notice I have the same situation. Distribute the negative, distribute the negative. So this becomes positive 2x to the 5th. This becomes negative 9x squared. Change this to a plus. Now remember, this is no longer a part of my problem, because I have changed. So I'm looking for my highest exponent. It looks like it is 5. Negative 8x to the 5th goes with 2x to the 5th. Please use a calculator. Negative 8 plus 2 would be negative 6x to the 5th. That'd be negative 8 plus 2, what you type in. Alright, next highest exponent would be 4, but I don't have one, so I go to 3. And that means that I don't have any friends. Okay. Then I'm going to squares if I have them. I do. 20x squared negative 9x squared. Ooh, that's not so good. Use a calculator. 20 plus, in fact, I'll show you. You type 20 plus negative 9, and we get 11. 11x squared. Okay? And then you notice the last one we have there all by itself would be 13x. It has no other friends, so I write it down. That is adding and subtracting polynomials. Adding, combine your like terms. Subtraction, distribute the negative, change it to addition. Okay, I need you to go to page 360 in your packet. I've got one more thing to talk about that we need to make sure that we can do. If I give you a rectangle, again, just draw yourself a rectangle, and I ask you for the perimeter. Okay, what you need to know about perimeter is we're going to add all sides. Alright? Add all sides. So you're going to label this rectangle, and we're going to do, 2x cubed minus 3x plus 7. We're going to do x squared plus 4x minus 3. Okay? So those are my two sides. And they've asked me to add all sides to find perimeter. And what I see students do is add these numbers to these numbers, which is great. But that's only two sides. It says add all sides. There are 4 sides. So I go ahead and copy down what I've been given because these sides match. And these sides match. And then guess what? Once you've done that, you're ready to combine your like terms so that you can get the perimeter. Perimeter equals. Now I look for my highest exponent. 2x cubed gets added to 2x cubed. That would be 4x cubed. Okay? Those are all the cubes. Then I'm looking at squares. Do I have any? I do. X squared plus x squared. That's 2x squared. Okay. Then I'm looking for x's, if I have them. I do. Negative 3x, negative 3x. Use a calculator. That is negative 3 plus negative 3. Do I have any other x's? I do. 4x and 4x. So I need to say plus 4 and hit enter. So I've got 2x. Okay, and then last but not least would be my constants. I got negative 3, positive 7, negative 3, positive 7. So in my calculator, 7 plus negative 3 plus negative 3. I should have 2 of everything. And I get positive 8. That is my perimeter. So when you're finding the perimeter, you add all the sides. I don't care what the shape looks like. It can be a rectangle, a triangle, a parallelogram. It doesn't matter. You add all the sides.